Home renovation costs are rising. 60% of suppliers are reporting that their suppliers have increased prices or plan to because of tariffs. Nancy Jen has some tips for maximizing your home makeover.
The shingles, the pricing was going to go up next week, and we got them here and saved a few $1,000s.
David Parati's business, Fine Home Contracting, takes him all over Connecticut. But these days, the most challenging aspect of his job is keeping up with tariffs.
We get about 50% of our building materials come outside the U.S.
Really? That much?
So our main supplies, we need to look elsewhere.
Among the biggest impacts to home renovations, 50% tariffs on steel and aluminum that could affect roofs, plumbing, and electrical equipment, as well as HVAC systems. Almost a quarter of the country's available lumber supply comes from Canada and now faces a nearly 15% tariff. New appliances, tiles, and even window parts could also cost more.
In bathrooms, probably this is the most impacted for out of all the rooms.
What advice would you give people if they're thinking, I might sit this one out until tariffs go away?
If you zoom out into this industry, we were building and remodeling for about half the price 10 years ago. So unfortunately, it continues to go up. But if you were to do one project, painting is usually a really nice to freshen things up, new flooring. You can definitely avoid the tariffs just by the different companies that are producing flooring.
Parati also urges clients to set aside extra money in their budgets for rising costs down the line, up to 30% in material costs alone for projects like bathrooms. He also says to work closely with suppliers to stay on top of fluctuating policy and move quickly to lock in prices when possible.
Nancy Chen, CBS News.